What's up YouTube, it's There's TCG here and welcome back to another TCG battle video on my channel. Today we're going to be playing one of the hardest decks in the format, Pidgeot Control. Alloutblitzle won its own tournament with 467 players out there with control. We have the Psyduck from the Mega Evolution set, actually the promo from the blister, to protect ourselves from Dusknoir, so Pidgeot Control is very well positioned going into the upcoming event. This is going to be the 60 that we're going to be rocking with, so we have a lot of things to look at. We have the Team Rocket's Betrayal, getting yourself any trainer card. You have yourself the Grand Tree to instantly evolve into Pidgeot EX. You have Elgyem to move around some of your energies from the opponent's side of the field. Sudowoodo to trap opponents. You have Frillish to item lock. The Chiyu to mill some cards. The Accompanying Flute to put Pokemon from the opponent's side of the field onto their bench. There's a lot of things to look at, and with stuff like the need to get yourself a card back from the discard pile is going to be very crazy. Handheld Fan and Elgyem is a very winnable combo against a lot of archetypes in the format, and with Prism Energy you can get the energies flowing onto your Pokemon that are going to be having some sort of a control archetype to it. Counter catchers are in there, a lot of Palpat. So I'm very excited to be playing with Pidgeot Control. It's going to be very difficult, so bear with me as we are tackling along one of the strongest decks. If you know what you're doing, it's one of the strongest decks in the format, but very hard to navigate indeed. So let us dive into the rank ladder already and maybe win some games with Pidgeot Control, and maybe you guys will see how this deck flows. Also, if you guys are excited, let me know by rocking the hell out of the like button. It only takes one measly second of your time, but it helps out the channel in many ways. So yeah, I would be very grateful if you would take the time. We always say tails never fails on this channel, so let's see if we win another coin flip. I think this Decklist wants to be going first, so he can go turn 2, get that Pidgeot out. So let's just go first, see what the opponent is rocking with. I know there's like a lot of archetypes that want to go second, but as soon as you have one Pidgey, you should be good to go. So that's what we're aiming for. So we have Elgyem. The Team Rocket's Betrayal can get yourself Grand Tree, so if you were wondering. Okay, so let's dive into it. We have one energy. It's not going to work. It's the fighting energy. That's actually the one that works together with Sudowoodo. And you also come back with every basic Pokemon gets 30 additional HP. Looks like we're going to be up against Alakazam. That's actually a very funny thing. We are not playing any mist energy, so we're going to have to just trap one of these Pokemon. Something like a Budu or something. We'll see. We're going to lead off with Nest Ball and get ourselves. We could also dag them out, which is hilarious. Yeah. See what is prized here. We have Fan Rotom. Fan Rotom could get ourselves like a couple of Pidgeys, which is actually not too bad to pull. Could also use Fan Rotom to start attacking, but I really don't want to be attacking with this archetype, although you can get rid of Abras if they don't have a perfect start. They do not lead off with... they can also like block us, but we have Grand Tree to get Pidgeot out, so I'm just gonna check real quick. Yeah, Pidgeotto is in there, so let's grab these. We can Accompanying Flute and slap down, but I don't want to help them out, so that's something we don't want to do. I'm going to go for Fan Call. Get ourselves Pidgey. I could get a Pidgeotto out, but the problem is if I get a Pidgeotto out, I will be in a situation where if I top deck Pidgeotto, I will not be able to Grand Tree, so I'm not going to go for that. Just going to get 2 Pidgeys out. And yeah, the way you win against this archetype is going to be the Zero Sick here. So we will just have to chillax a little bit. Utilize the Grand Tree, get Pidgeot EX out, and then spam Zero Sick to its fullest extent. So if they want to knock out Pidgeot EX, they will need to have like something like 14 cards in hand. And then we're spamming them with the Zero Sick. It is going to be quite hilarious. Alakazam is a deck we also checked out on the channel before. So there is a lot of things to think about here. So Itchy Pollen. I didn't attach an energy. It is fine. We can also move the energies around with the Elgyem, which is awesome. So for now, I will focus on Team Rocket's Betrayal. Get myself the Grand Tree. I don't know if the opponent is playing stadiums of their own. It's going to help them to get Alakazam out as well. But that's... I don't mind. I don't mind. For us, the most important factor is going for Grand Tree and getting ourselves Pidgeot EX. I'm actually going to be evolving the 60 HP one, because the other one has Call for Family, which in theory could be very good. I think there's only one Pidgeot EX, so yeah. The reason why I'm getting 2 of them out, if I can, yeah, if this one gets knocked out by some miraculous reason, we still have time to do some more stuff. So yeah, now we have full control on what we can do. We can use Sudowoodo to trap the opponent. It's not really the win condition I'm looking for. I could get a tool card and a special energy discarded. That's also not what we want. Counter catcher. Accompanying flutes are interesting. Stream Rock Transceiver can get you any card you want. Redeemable ticket can get yourself. I'll lead off with the handheld fan. I know that the Budu is just gonna use item lock time and time again, but I'll just keep this in hand. They probably are not playing Iono. If they have like Alakazam, they can knock this guy out. Maybe I'll put the handheld fan on the Pidgeot EX, just in case if they knock it out, we will have access to move around the energy. Yeah, you can also item lock the opponent with an, I don't know if this is the correct play here. What will we do? It's a control deck, so it's actually kind of hard to pull off. If they knock this out, I guess I have to focus on the Pidgeot here. Well, let's go. And I could start attacking with Fan Rotom as well if I want to. But I'll just end the turn. I could trap some of the Alakazams that do not have energies. Our main objective is that they only have like 6 energies, right? So if we can put them all on the Budu, that's gonna be hilarious. Here comes Kadabra. The more cards they have, the better this one will become. I don't know if they're gonna have balls orders here. Yeah, we have Palpad already, so maybe spamming down a Zero Stick is actually not the worst thing ever. Yeah, they're instantly evolving, so they're not using the ability of Kadabra. They're not using the ability of Alakazam, so that's cool. We have Pidgeot already. We can trap with Sudowoodo to buy ourselves some more time. Zero Sick is in there. Erika's Invitation, also quite hilarious to pull off. In our hand, we have Lana's Aid, which can get yourself Pokemon back. I think we will need to find Night Stretcher proactively. No, the Jamming Tower! I wanted to set up my Pidgeotto, but it's fine. It is fine. We're just gonna... The Lively Stadium is gonna protect our Pokemon. Well, it's actually a very hilarious situation. I already have the Zero Stick. They're probably not playing Iono, so... Lily's Determination. Yeah, I'm just gonna spam Zero Stick. That's gonna be the best plan of action. And using the Elgyem as well. Yeah. Maybe I should have attached her. Oh, we are item locked. That's fine. That is totally fine. I don't mind this. So, we are gonna evolve into Pidgeotto. Has free retreat, by the way. So that's super nice. We're gonna be going for Quick Surge. Getting ourselves the Prism Energy. Or the Psychic Energy. Psychic Energy is even better. It is even better because we can recover that. Yeah, we're gonna get that onto the Elgyem. And we will slap down the Lively Stadium because then the handheld fan works again. And we're gonna go for the Zero Sick. Let's go. Let's see which cards they're gonna discard. They have to discard 5 cards. And then we're gonna Palpate that back in. And it's gonna be fantastic. This is funny. Yeah, I could also wait until they have... our main strategy is using Elgyem and Handheld Fan to make sure that we can move all the Psychic Energies onto the Budu. Yeah. I also have cards like Penny, for example, which allows me to pick up the Elgyem instantly. And they have a lot of trouble here. So we are playing the control archetype. So we're playing the slow game. The opponent will need to decide which cards they're gonna discard here. There's like 5 cards going away. Tillip, very interesting. And now we're actually attacking with the Elgyem. And the Elgyem is gonna put an energy on Budu, and it's gonna be hilarious. Okay, so that is 1 energy taken care of. Our main objective is, I think they play around 6 energies, is to put all the energies on the Budu. So having the second handheld fan here would be great. Enrich in energy. We're gonna be drawing more cards. Yeah, probably should have Palpated already after playing Zero Stick, but this is fine. 7 cards in hand. It's an Enrich in energy onto the Abra of all things. Okay. 9 cards in hand. And Itchy Pollen again. Okay, I don't mind about this, but I am a little bit afraid. I am a little bit afraid. Oh yeah, I'm item locked. I cannot get Zero Sick back. So that is peculiar. There's an enriching energy there. I think in one situation. Let's quick search. What can we do? We are item locked, and item lock is quite annoying. We can use the Dene to get back our Xerosic. That is actually a very hilarious option. Yeah. The enriching energy I don't mind. Don't mind that at all. I think I will go for the Dene here. Yeah. I will slap down the Dene. I will retreat. Yeah, this can get a trainer card back, so that's awesome. So I'm gonna put energy right here. I'm gonna be protecting my friend, the Dene. And now I can also make sure that they cannot attack here by bossing up an Abra. That means they need like rare candy. They're gonna be drawing more cards, and our Xerosic will be more impactful. I can also use this to trap, so I can wait. Patience is key, but I don't want to get item locked. I want a Palpat, right? Interesting. I don't know if they're gonna have boss's orders or not. I think the best plan is just to wait. I could also like boss up Abra. It can vanish, so that's annoying. I'm gonna just go use the Dene. I'm gonna grab myself Xerosic back. Hello. We have all the time in the world. Although if they like knock out Pidgeot EX, we can then handheld fan again, use Elgyem again as well. They have only a reasonable amount of energy, so... Okay, there's the boss. Goodbye, Pidgeot EX. Yeah. The Abra teleports. And Alakazam will knock me out, but they will activate Palpat. And for them to knock us out, they would need a whole lot of cards, might I add. And then Xerosic, oh, just 160. Interesting, that's actually doing not a lot. So let's put handheld fan here. Yeah, put the Prism energy here. Slap down the Xerosic. And then grab Night Stretcher from the Pidgeot EX. Now that is some sort of control vibes right here. So we're gonna use Quick Search, get ourselves already prepared for the Night Stretcher, push the energy from the Alakazam and the active onto the Budu again. Yo, everything goes away, that's fine. We will Quick Search, find ourselves Night Stretcher just in case they have like ways to deal with our Pidgeot. Yeah, then we can get another Pidgeot going, which is awesome. Unless we're item locked, but if we're item locked, we can still keep using this. We're gonna get Xerosic back. I don't need the Petrel, only Xerosic is fine. Can make sure there's another Pokemon on their field. There's Psyduck. I don't know if they have like Shaman. We could figure it out together. Accompanying Flute. Pheasantipity, sure, take it. Pheasantipity is now on the field, which we can trap with Sudowoodo, which is hilarious. We're gonna retreat, go for the Elgyem, and go with the Slight Shift. And it seems like Budu is getting more energies. I don't know if they're playing Turo, that would be very, very scary. But if they play Turo, all the energies get discarded. So I guess we're fine. 22 cards left in their hand. They cannot draw more cards unless they go for the Dudunsparce, and then we're spamming down the... Oh, there's an Enhanced Hammer. Yeah, even if we played Mist Energy, they have the option with Alakazam to get rid of that. That's okay. But this is a very cool archetype, right? You have Pidgeot with full control, getting any card you want every single turn. And you have to know what your win conditions are. Against Alakazam, I know they only play around 6 energies, so if you can transfer all the energies onto a Budu, you should be winning the game. Okay, they're gonna try and draw some more cards. They also got rid of one boss's orders already. They probably play around 3, if I'm being honest. 3 or maybe 2. 2 and a counter catcher. And since we're never taking prize cards, we just chillax. And this is how Pidgeot control plays. So also big shout out to Alloutblitzle for this cool looking archetype. Okay, we have Colress's Tenacity, which can get ourselves a stadium. Also very good to get that Grand Tree or an energy. We can also start milling with Chiyu if we want to. A tool card can get removed. We can boss. I think the best plan of action is to just Palpat and Xerosic, right? But I don't want a Xerosic quite right now. Ooh, Counter Catcher is also not too reasonable. I don't actually need anything at this point. Yeah, I can get the Zero-Sec proactively, just in case they like go for that strategy. And then we end the turn. I don't need to do anything. I'm just waiting out. They need to boss up my Pidgeot, and then they're gonna be transferring. We're gonna transfer out another energy. I could have also gotten energy with the Night Shift to transfer the Enriching energy, but I want them to draw cards. Yeah, I really want them to draw cards, so we can slap down the Zero-Sick, evolve into another Pidgeot, utilize as a handheld fan, and go like that. So they have 11 cards in the hand. Energy going onto Alakazam. Are they gonna go for Pidgeot? Or are they gonna attack the Elgyem? Runaway draw as well. Look at that. 13 cards in hand. I have the Zero-Sick in hand already, so I am not afraid of this matchup whatsoever. I guess you could say I'm in full control. Okay, take down my Pidgeot. I was already counting on it. I have the Night Stretcher already. They're gonna knock it out. And the cool thing is that the handheld fan will activate, pushing another energy onto the Budu. Here we go. Is it happening? Oh no, it's only because of damage, right? Okay. Okay, not working. It's still fine. It is still fine. It's time for Night Stretcher. Pidgeot EX. I guess we're only gonna have to do it one more time. We're gonna slap down Zero-Sick. They need to discard 10 cards from their hand. That is insane. The amount of cards that they are gonna have to discard. 10 cards. That means at one point they will never be able to one-shot my Pidgeot EX ever again. And also it seems that handheld fan, oh, look at that. Ooh, everything goes away. There's still a world where we can trap the Phasandipity as well. So at this point, we just get ourselves an energy. Use the energy on the Elgyem. Retreat. And push it away with slight shift onto Budu. The Budu has 3 energies already. If there's like a couple of energies prized, they're gonna be in a lot of trouble. 3 stretchers gone, 2 bosses orders gone. Let's go. That's the 4th energy. Elgyem will actually get knocked out. Powerful hand for 60. Handheld fan does not activate with damage counters. Okay. I should remember that for next time. So, it's time for Pidgeot EX. In our discard pile, there are 3 energies. This 60 is playing 5 energies and a stretcher, so we'll have to just play it safely, I suppose. Let's go for Boss's Orders. Yeah, I think Boss's Orders is not a bad play. Boss's Orders onto the Fez. Going for a Quick Search. I can also start using Chiyu, by the way. Chiyu is very great, but I need 1 energy. I know there's 1 in the prizes. Yeah, I know there's 1 in the prize, so maybe it's not a bad idea to go for a redeemable ticket here. Hopefully my counter catchers will not feel that. I think just going for a redeemable ticket here seems great. And then I can also retreat into the Dene. And then the Dene can grab herself an additional card. And that's actually gonna be... Yeah, Zero-Sick seems nice. Zero-Sick pushing them down again. They're gonna take a prize. They're gonna draw some cards. There's the Palpad as well. Stretcher is also a great option, so I can get back and I use the Elgyem once again. And then they're gonna be all out of energies. Maybe that is even a better idea. Yeah. Let's go with that. We have the Stretcher for the energy. Or the Stretcher for the Elgyem. They're gonna attach retreat. They have burned so many Stretchers already, like 3 Stretchers. And the Tilip as well. Lily's Determination. Ow. Do they still have another Boss's Orders left? I hope not. I think Counter Catcher is an option. They cannot get 2 energies at the same time, right? Let's see. We have the Nuzball. We have the Nuzball. There are 2 Elgyem in there. Interesting. I'm gonna use Transceiver here real quick to see. Yeah, the Elgyem is there, so that's perfect. So I can Nuzball, get the Elgyem. Could also start milling them with Chiu, but Chiu is in a little bit risky situation. Try to play it safe. Playing it safe is always better. Get this over here. Use the quick search to get ourselves. I don't need anything else. I think I could Palpad. Maybe I could just get Counter Catcher. Then do it again with the Patrol that I still have. We Counter Catcher the Fez. We retreat. And then we we can still play a supporter. That's the hilarious part. I could still like use the Patrol to get myself, I would say, a Palpad so I can Zero Sig. Then they're like all out of resources. Sounds about right to me. And we're gonna go for Palpad. Get back Zero Sig, get back Boss's Orders. Ah, it's the same thing, right? Counter Catch can work as well. Here we go with the Slight Shift. Look at that. A Budu with 4 energies. They cannot attach and retreat. And now we're gonna Zero Sig, and they're not gonna get able to knock out the rest of the Pokemon here. Yeah, what now? I think you're fully locked and loaded. I could also Redeemable Tickle to get that additional energy, and then I can get the energy with the Colorless Tenacity and use the Chiu to mill them. Yeah. Is an option as well. Pidgeot, Chiu, Colorless Tenacity after Redeemable Ticket, and boom, milling cards. Turo the Alakazam. Okay, they are playing Turo. Interesting. They did Turo up the Alakazam. Yeah, what is that? Let's go. So that was a dub here with Pidgeot control. So that's the first lesson in control. Know the archetype you're up against and try to come up with a game plan. Let's go. First dub with Pidgeot control, Alloutblitzle. Huge shout outs to the fella that actually is a very big fan of control. Yeah, I'm also not the greatest control player in the world because I typically play very aggro decks in events. But I'm glad I was able to showcase at least some gameplay because it's very difficult to showcase clean gameplay of Pidgeot control. Okay, next opponent. So that was one deck out of there. I don't know how popular Alakazam will be. It's one of those, it's a grade 1 price deck, don't get me wrong, but 1-0-6 is enough to just ruin their day. And I really like the Grand Tree. You can also make sure it's not priced because of redeemable ticket. So I guess we're in a great spot. Even if it's unless redeemable ticket is priced together with Grand Tree. And I also love going first with this archetype if I can find at least one Pidgey. Yeah, Artisan is there, so I have a Pidgey. I can also start item blocking. I like this privilege. They might think they're up against Gardevoir, but little do they know. I already have the Psychic Energy on top of that. It is up against Steel Mask Ogerpon. Interesting. I'm gonna go Artisan, get my fantastic... they're also gonna get the Fan Rotom and all that stuff. So in our situation, we also need some of this. We are not playing Shaman, so that's kind of tricky. We're gonna do the same thing. Use the Fan Rotom, get double the Pidgey. Pidgey, don't get Pidgeotto because you have Grand Tree. If you draw into Pidgeotto after you get the other Pidgeotto, it's gonna be screwed. You have one Pidgeot EX, that's cool. Zero Sick. Having access to Handheld Fan and around 4 energies. Redeemable Ticket is in there, so we have actually access to our entire deck if we want to. Let's go. I'm not gonna attach an energy quite yet because I don't know what I'm up against. Yeah. Save your energies. You only have 5 of them. Use them wisely. Frillish could item lock them. Fan Rotom can also not KO Frillish. So I think I'm up against a Raging Bolt. No. What is this? Future Box. Future Box. How many Turos do they play? They're playing probably playing Iron Leaves as well. I need to play Accompanying Flute, get all of their field filled up with Pokemon, and then trap them with a Sudowoodo. Something like that. This is quite interesting. I have no idea what I'm up against. I could still use Archetypes first. Get something like... I don't know if Elgyem is going to be the correct Pokemon here. Don't even know if I need it on the field. Sudowoodo is probably the card I would go for. Or Dedenne. Dedenne or Latias even. Oh, they already proactively use Iron Leaves up against the Control archetype. That is the worst idea ever, because Sudowoodo is going to punish them. Also, we see the Iron Crown. It's been a while since I've seen that. Their bench is almost completely locked up. But the Iron Crown has resistance to fighting, so I can technically trap that. For a while. At least. So, again, I'm going to be evolving the 60 HP Pidgey. We have the boss. So, we're going to start off by getting Sudowoodo. Yeah. And then we're going to use the Grand Tree. And we're going to evolve quite instantly. Pidgeotto. Evolve. Pidgeot. Evolve. I don't know if they're playing Turo, so that's the only scary thing about all of this. And also I cannot infinitely trap them as soon as they have like more energies. Now I need to quick search to find myself the Prism Energy. Yeah. There's also a world where the Accompanying Flute will be really helpful. Energy there. And yeah, I'm not going to be playing anything else. I'm just going to go have the Stretcher to get Frillish back, but Item Lock doesn't do anything in this situation. We're going to be bossing up Iron Crown, which needs 3 energies to do something. We will retreat, and we will try to infinitely trap the Iron Crown until they're decked out. That is the game plan. Yeah, they can slowly attach energies. We are already behind, so Team Rocket's Patrol allows us to... and they already use Iron Leaf, so that's fantastic as well. I'm gonna try Pidgeot EX and Accompanying Flute. I don't know if there's any Pokemon out there that they have. Erika's Invitation, also quite interesting with 10 cards in their hand. I think I'll quick search Pidgeotto and Team Rocket's Patrol for... yeah. Techno Radar. They're gonna fill their bench up. Maybe I don't know if Accompanying Flute or Erika is better. Techno Radar. So this is an unknown archetype. So I could be surprised by a Turo and an Iron Leaves play, but if I already have Night Stretcher and there are a bunch of Iron Leaves, okay. That is definitely not what you want to see. Yeah, we have to come up with a new game plan. This is okay. It is... people always playing the weirdest stuff. I need to slap down the stadium. I need to get back my Sudowoodo. Yeah, this is insane. Arvin as well. They cannot slap down any other fella. I need to like... what's the game plan here? Sacrifice one of our fellas. Prism. Yeah. Goodbye, Sudowoodo. I think Accompanying Flute together with Erika would be great. Because I need to fill up. They have a ton of Iron Leaves here, right? Can also allow them to discard some of these cards. We no longer have Grand Tree. Quick search. What is the plan? They're not slapping that much damage, right? Safety Pidgeotto. And then Accompanying Flute. It is scary. I don't know if I need Pidgeot right now. I think Erika seems like a great, but they have ways to retreat, right? This has a, yeah, they have ways to retreat 100%. Huh. Get the Sudowoodo. Stretcher with Sudowoodo and try to trap him again. Nah, it's not gonna work. It is not gonna work. Let's try something out, right? Get this one first. Accompanying Flute. Slap their field full of Pokemon that will become useless, maybe? Or a Xerosic. Then they're discarding all of their resources. Leaving their Iron Leaf. Maybe they're gonna discard their Iron Leaves. So we're slapping down the Lively Stadium. Let's go. And now we're gonna go for a Xerosic. Let's go. I don't know how many Area Zeros they have. That is the question. We have a Stretcher for at least to get another Pidgeot EX, so that's good. Can sacrifice another Fan Rotom, I suppose. They can also not attack again with Iron Leaf, so that's also nice. I guess they can retreat. I wonder how many cards they're gonna discard. This is a very strange situation. Typically, decks play like 1 Iron Leaves. I have no idea how to face off against 4 Iron Leaves. I guess there's like a world where we can get like Mimikyu on board, but I don't have something like that. Okay, that was a ton of... I at least got rid of like 1 Iron Leaves, a bunch of Iron Crowns in the discard pile as well. I could Pal Pad, get these cards back. Item locking is an option. Retreat. Here? Yeah. I don't know if it's the correct choice, but... I don't have, like... Do I have 2 Pidgeot EX? Yes. If I'm able to set up 2 of them, because I go for... And there's a Stretcher. Get an energy back. I know they can free retreat. Yeah, there's the other one. I have the Stretcher for Sudowoodo. I have the... I'm gonna trap this guy. 2 Iron Leaves. I don't know if they're playing 4, but... Ow. Okay, what now? Try to buy ourselves some time. I know exactly what to do here. Get ourselves Prism Energy. I don't know if it's gonna be sufficient or not. Yeah, Prism Energy. And then also go for the Petrel to get that counter catcher going. We Stretcher. Get back Sudowoodo. Sudowoodo. Prism Energy here. Counter catcher this guy. Retreat to the Sudowoodo. And try to trap him. I have to somehow make sure they cannot have another Area 0. If they have Area 0, they can slap down their last Iron Leaves. It's gonna be the last of them. There's an Arven. Prime Catcher? Probably playing Prime Catcher or something, right? That would be very, very scary. I don't know which H-Pack card they're playing. Yeah, they just get energies. Fine. There's a Psychic Energy on the Iron Leaves, though. We're playing the slow game. It is scary seeing that many Iron Leaves, but trapping Sudowoodo indefinitely... trapping Iron Crown indefinitely feels great. What else can we do? This is not gonna work. You're still trapped. We need to think about our next move. Team Rocket's Petrel. Ruffian. Handheld Fan. Yeah, that's fine. I guess... Redeemable Ticket is nice. That means I can get Pidgeot. 2 Pidgeot are better than 1. Quick Search. Pidgeot, let's go. At least our bench is safe now. I cannot use double Quick Search, but at least I have a backup now. Now I have to think about how do we proceed here. 24 cards in their deck. I know at one point they will at least come with one more Iron Leaf, so I need to make sure I have another Sudowoodo up and ready to go. One Prism Energy, second Prism Energy. They can start slowly getting energies onto Iron Crowns. Heal Dances. I'm still a little bit in a situation that I don't know how to play against this archetype. Accompanying Flute is fun. Colossus Tenacity. We have one Fighting type energy, so we need to find a way to get Sudowoodo back. Erika's Invitation, fun card as well. Quick Search. One Sudowoodo coming up. And Prism Energy is in there as well, so yeah. Cool. Let's go, Impound. Slapping down another Sudowoodo and giving it an energy will at least help us out. Because that is our game plan. 100%. There's 2 Iron Leaves, and I think they can also get them back with Stretcher, right? Yeah, maybe. Okay, at least we'll prepare ourselves. Handheld Fan is also fun, I suppose. If they ever knock us out. Nah, I will prepare myself first with the Sudowoodo strategy. Because I think that's the only strategy that can work out here. I think Chiyu also an option. But Chiyu gets knocked out by Iron Leaves with that many cards in hand. Palpat's Xerosic. Limiting their options. What card can I also get back? Boss? It's also not bad. Palpat, get the Boss back, get the Xerosic back, use the Xerosic. Chillax a little bit. I put maybe a Handheld Fan on my Eaton's Sudowoodo. Yeah, they clearly have nothing. Quick Search. We can also use other cards. Oh, they had a can. There's also a candy in here. That was interesting. Handheld Fan. And attack. So, at one point, Palpat, Xerosic. There's just 8 cards in hand. That's already a lot of cards. Don't know if they are waiting for Area 0 together with Stretcher or something. One Stretcher down. I think this turn, we need the Xerosic. Because I've set up my Sudowoodo with the Handheld Fan. Additional Sudowoodo right there. Arven. Stretcher. Is Iron Leaves coming? Stretcher, yeah. Dang it. Yeah, they have 9 cards in hand, so that's... Maybe they're just thinning out and waiting. Yeah. They still need Area 0. Maybe then Area 0 is prized. I don't know how many Area 0s you're playing, and this very weird archetype. With 1000 Iron Leaves up against me. Okay, that's perfect. Perfect scenario. I have Palpat. I can get back Xerosic and Boss. I'm gonna use the Quick Search and activate Xerosic. Let's go. Do we have another Palpat? No. This is the last Xerosic I could use. Gonna have to I have to make work. Let's go. I don't know if they have like some way to just boss up Pidgeot EX twice or something. Don't know what their ace pack card is either. Okay, discard everything. I think they need to like keep... I wish we had like... I maybe could play an Eerie in here, right? An Eerie would be very good. All the bosses go away. They had the black belt as well. That's kind of impressive. Impound. Have to put the other Handheld Fan on the other Sudowoodo. $13 cards remaining. We have the Dene, could also be useful. Quick Surge, getting ourselves a handheld fan. Handheld fan here. It's time. Impound. What else? I have Erika's Invitation and Accompanying Flute. I don't know if there's anything else I need to do here at the moment. Are they playing Ionos? 2 Boss, 3 Arven, 1 Lily's Determination. Yeah, I'm just gonna lead off with just impounds. I have a quick search, and definitely would love. I could Chiyu at one point as well. This guy is able to slap 220. I have no Bravery Charm for my Chiyu. They probably still have an Iono, so that's kind of annoying. 1 Palpad now in the prizes. Ruffian could be a nice way to deal with these tool cards right there. So their damage output is nerfed. That means I can technically set up a Chiyu. Maybe I should already prepare myself for an aggressive Chiyu play. One Iron Leaves, one... If they're playing 4 Iron Leaves, that's weird. I think they're only playing 3. There is the Iono. We have them all locked and loaded with the Sudowoodo. Chiyu already here, cool. I have the boss as well. Don't have to waste too much time here. 3, 6, 9 energies in play, 0 in the discard pile. All their boss's orders are gone. Milling with Chiyu seems nice. I don't know if they have an out to this. I'll get my Prism energy just in case. Use that Chiyu. Could also knock off the Future Energy Boost capsule. But that's a risk, right? Because they're probably playing a lot of these. Quick search time. And I will get myself the Prism energy. Let's see. Ruffian Palpad. Ruffian would have been nice if I got rid of all the all the Future Energy Boost capsules. Then I can use the Dene to get Zero Sig back. Lily's Determination. What are you looking for? Where are your area zeros? 2 of them prized? Or are you waiting for the full combo? Are they trying to cook up with something? What is your game plan? Erika's Invitation also pretty strong. Elgyem could also be an interesting situation. Ruffian is prize, so eek. This also will give me some knowledge with the accompanying flutes. Alana's 8 is actually also a very great option to get an additional Sudowoodo back, because they throw away all their boss's auras here. But I can get that regardless. Just impound until we're ready. Just in case, I'm also getting out Lana's 8. Yeah, cool. If I had like something like Bravery Charm, I could start using Chiyu a little bit more aggressively. If they're at the low hand side, I don't know if I can use Chiyu because they can still play Ionos. 7 cards to go. This is the control video you guys wanted. I don't even know what they're playing, but I think it's better in open decklist playing control because you know exactly what the outs are. At one point, there will be an Iron Leaves coming to us. And then maybe Accompanying Flute with Chiyu, Mill could get us there. I also miss Team Fortune Sisters, I'm not gonna lie. That could help as well to just have a little bit of knowledge what the opponent's playing. Definitely an Erika would also work. 5 cards remaining in their deck. They can attack with an Iron Leaves, but then we can trap it again with another Sudowoodo. They need to at least go through 3 Sudowoodos. Or have a way to knock out Pidgeot EX. Yeah, looks like they're still trapped. Penny already here, perfect. That means I can Penny, Chew, Mill. I have to wait 2 more turns to do so. I'm still expecting an Iron Leaves to come down. How many Ionos? 1. Very weird. That probably will use Iono once again. Penny Chew. 4 cards remaining in their deck. Maybe an Iono in the control list could also be great. But you want to deck them out, so I guess you don't need Iono. And also Eerie would be great. Having access to Eerie would be helping us a ton because I don't know what the opponent is sitting on. I don't know what the opponent is sitting on. There's 4 cards remaining. So they draw a card, then they can do it again, and then I'm gonna mill them. So the Chew is waiting in the hand. It is waiting. 3 cards remaining. They still need 3 prize cards. Their board state doesn't seem like they can deal with a Pidgeot EX. Unless they have a bunch of stretchers. There's a future booster energy capsule, so they're slapping 200. That means they need all of the Iron Crowns on their bench. Which is a crazy task. But even if they would do that, they would also need to combine that with the boss's orders. And because we used Xerosic and their options were to like keep the Pokemon or keep the boss's orders, they threw away everything. So as you see with this archetype, you can go for different strategies. I used the Elgyem up against Alakazam. Now I'm using Sudowoodo against this archetype because there are a lot of cool things you can see here. With eating Sudowoodo, you can trap all of the Pokemon that have resistance to fighting. That's awesome. There is also a world where you use Maractus up against stuff like Genesect. That is true. Oh, this seems to be going quite alright. Now the Chew will come. They have a couple of seconds left on the clock. I wonder what they're gonna do. Just chilling out. But we are gonna be going retreat Chew and utilize the Jealousy Singe to discard 2 cards from the opponent's top deck. And then they deck out. That's pretty much gonna be the video. And they're in the 5-minute mark. They're like maybe hoping that we will concede, but we are just recording a video, which means we will showcase everything. Penny. Now time for the Chew to shine and discard the top 2 cards of the opponent's deck. So let's go. They were waiting for the Area 0. They were waiting for it. Okay, second up for control. We showcased this time the Eaten Sudowoodo. We already showcased how to use Elgyem. We're gonna be playing one more game with Pidgeot control and figure out if there's any other card I can still showcase here. So that was very strange. I was scared of... maybe we could use the Frillish. Yeah, Frillish could also be a nice way to showcase another variant of the archetype here. There's Psyduck to protect yourself from Dusknoirs. The Dene to grab yourself a card back from the discard pile is also something we've showed. So we showed Pidgeot EX, Elgyem, Sudowoodo, Chew, the Dene, Fanrodom, Petrel, Penny, Xerosic, Grand Tree. I think I've showcased almost everything. So yeah, it's gonna be the last battle for today. And maybe we will see some Frillish action. It can happen against decks that are completely reliant on rare candy. Do we want to go first? Yes. Slap down 1 Pidgey and then get yourself Grand Tree to get Pidgeot EX. This is a fantastic opening. I would, yeah. We have the Petrel for the Grand Tree. It looks like we're gonna be up against a Cynthia's Garchomp. Looks like it. Cynthia's Garchomp is rather easy if you're able to trap Roserates. So our main objective is to trap Roserates. Roserates, the problem is that at one point we knocked them out, so that is also scary. I don't know how many energies... oh, rare candy. I don't know how many energies Cynthia's Garchomp deck actually plays. We'll have to figure it out. I'm not gonna snap down Artisan, 100% not. Nest Ball. Get ourselves Pidgey. Yeah, Pidgey. And yeah, probably gonna be leading up with, yeah, this Pidgey is fine. There's 2 Pidgeot EXs, okay. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Petrel. Artisan. I'm not gonna snap down Artisan. Nah, I don't want to help the opponent out. For all we know, they only have a lone Gibble. Have to think real hard here. Roserade does not have resistance. I can trap them with Eat and Sudowoodo. Oh, 140 HP Gibble. Okay, that's exactly what I was expecting. Just a lone little Gibble. Yeah, we cannot even use our good friend. Yeah, we cannot even use our good friend. Well, the Grand Tree will really help them out, right? Is there a world where I have an Ultra Ball? That's actually not bad. I have the rare candy in hand. I will not slap down Grand Tree. I'm not gonna help them out one tiny bit. So I will go for... There's Balsasaurus. These are all great cards. I'll Ultra Ball. Latias and attack him? Is that an option? But then I also slap down Artisan. Ugh. Elgyem is also very great in this matchup. All these cards are great. I don't want to help the opponent, so let's get rid of that. I can get this back with Night Stretcher. Sure. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I'll just get these. Pidgeot EX is already there. Yeah, Frillish. Is Frillish an option? Candy. I guess we have to show... Yeah, I cannot showcase Frillish this time, unfortunately. If I had Latias, I could. Xerosic, Ruffian. This could have been the thing, right? Ruffian. Maybe Nuzball, getting a second Pidgeot EX up and ready to go. Is not too bad of an idea. Yeah, Handheld Fan, also quite interesting. Accompanying Flute. Nah, I'm gonna focus on the consistency. Consistency is key. Nuzball, get ourselves Pidgey. And then maybe Cynthia's... A Cynthia play would be great. Yeah. We don't have that many energies, so let's focus on this. I think Cynthia Garchomp has like a low amount of energies. Cynthia... Oh no! No! Yo. Maybe I should have gone for the Grand Tree. Arven. They cannot team Evo at least because they put on the power weight. Ah, dang. Pidgeot. Rendered completely useless because of the Team Rocket's Watchtower. There's still a world out there where we can Erika's Invitation and have boss situations going. Ugh. Yeah. This could have gone better. They can choose to get like some Roserates off, but then we can trap them with Handheld Fans. Yeah, that Team Rocket's Watchtower is the only thing that can stop Pidgeot control. We don't play any Crushing Hammers. I want to use Elgyem. I would like Penny Elgyem, but there's no Roserate currently. Team Rocket's Transceiver is helping us out because that we can get Team Rocket's Petrel. And then the Team Rocket's Petrel could allow me to get a Stadium. I don't want to get Grand Tree, so I'm gonna get the Lively Stadium. The Grand Tree is nice, but I don't want to give the opponent the opportunity to get the Garchomp up and ready to go. Okay, situation under control. I have Elgyem. Can push energies around if I want to. But for now, pushing energies around. Item locking, that's an option. Zero Sick is an option to check what they have in hand. I guess the best plan of action is the handheld fan for now. The Accompanying Flute can wait. Lead off with this. Yeah. And call it a day. Is Penny gonna be better with this? I haven't seen any Gabite quite yet, so if I slap down Grantry, it would have been way worse. They have around 6 energies. I need to somehow find a way to put all the energies onto a Roselia. Ah, Iono, no! Okay. Penny is already here. The Danny is here. Buddy poppin'? We have resistance, so technically we have 310. There they are, the Roselias. Love it. We need to trap these. Yeah, I don't know how much retreat a Rose Raid has, but now we're a little bit in trouble. A tiny little bit. Because if they have Neo Upper Energy and stuff, they can actually knock out Pidgeot EX. I do have Stretcher in hand, so that's good at least. Dang. Cynthia's Rosary. I want to check this card. Yeah, it's gonna be for next turn as well. Everything has like crazy hit points. Earthen Vessel. Garchomp. Two energies there. Trapping these guys. Elgyem is probably the play. This is not the perfect hand to be sitting on. I can penny this up, so that's not an issue. I need to Elgyem the energy from the Gabite to a Roselia ASAP. Yeah. Item lock, also quite fun, but it doesn't matter here. Quick search. It's gonna have to be the classic Cynthia, actually Lily's Determination. And I hope I can find energy with... Nah, it's just Elgyem. That's all I have for now. Unfortunately. I have the Palpad for another one. Grantry is not working currently. Ugh. Retreat. Penny it up. Interesting. It's not quite good. I expected more from the situation. I really slapped down my Latias, but... Rose Raid. Okay, you are there. You have one retreat cost. Double Rose Raid. And an energy can actually take care of the Pidgeot Yaks, by the way. That's very scary if they have boss's orders and an energy. Cynthia's Guard. They also keep drawing cards. So there's that. With the Corkscrew Dive. This has 200 HP. So technically we have a lot of time if we trap Cynthia's Rosary with Sudowoodo. Second energy boss. That would be beautiful to see. And I don't know. Okay. 2 energies on this Cynthia's Garchomp. If they attack as 1 energy is going to the Rose Raid, 100%. Energy's here, Elgyem's here. Cool. All the energies need to go to a Cynthia's Rose Raid. That is the plan. They might also play Turo, and then we're totally screwed. Yeah, the Corkscrew Drive. Here you go. This is for you, my friend. Here we go. for you. For you. Now, quick search. Probably have to focus on setting up Pidgeotto. Is there another thing we can do? Erika's invitation, countercatcher, maybe? Then they're wasting an additional energy as well. Countercatcher's probably better here. Just in hindsight, I'm gonna focus on Boss's orders. Yeah. Yeah, that's the plan. So, let's go Boss's orders. This guy. We have Stretcher for Pidgeotto. And now we shift. Yeah. 2 energies removed from play. They can attach your tree, but they cannot focus on knocking out Pidgeot EX unless they're playing the Neo upper energy. And even then, they need to find a way to get out of the EX position. There's no air balloon situations going because this one has the power weight. Elgyem doing it again, transferring the energies around. 3 energies in play. For all I know, there's 3 energies prized. That would be great. We have enough energies in hand. Okay, another Iono. We have energies in hand, like 2 Prism energies. That's very great. Arven. Neo upper energy. Now switch. What? Okay. Not good. The classic switch got me. Switching into Cynthia's Rose Raid to retreat so we can get the energy back with Stretcher. Genius. Okay. Fighting Gong. They will not run out of energies that way. They're making it quite hard to get all of this stuff resorted. Yeah, maybe I should have put it on the other one so I can trap this one again. Ah, that was kind of a tiny little misplay. Tiny little misplay. Now I can no longer like trap Pokemon. Goal versus Tenacity. Quick search. I could still do it, I suppose, because I have Artisan. Slapping down the Artisan, getting ourselves Elgyem, and going for the Boss's Orders play again. Yeah, it's the only thing I can come up with currently. Go with this. Go with the Artisan. Elgyem. Retreat. Huh. 1 Garchomp at a discard pile. Then they're gonna waste their stretchers on this. This could be nice. For now. Could boss this guy. Goal versus Tenacity also allows me to get an energy and a stadium. Don't need that quite yet. Focus on this. I want them to force an energy onto this guy. To push it all on these Cynthia's Rose Raids. Switch really got me. And also I misplayed by getting 1 energy to each of them. I have to put it all on 1, but if they have Turo, then we're also screwed, so maybe it's better shifting them to 2 Pokemon. And even if they have stuff like a Night Stretcher, they can choose between Garchomp or an energy. I also need to find a way. Yeah, there's Lily's Determination. I need to find a way to establish a better hand. Maybe they're playing a 4-4-4 line of Cynthia's Garchomp, but I doubt it. Huh. What's gonna happen now? We have Pidgeot EX still established. And I know they still have something like a new upper energy, which is also scary. 13 cards left in their deck, so we're doing... there's the Stretcher. So they can choose whether they want to go for the energy or for the Garchomp. They're going for the energy. They actually KO us with the Dragon Slice attack, yeah. For me, it was a tiny misplay. With that... Yeah, there's still an energy right there. I have the Prism energy, so I can't do it again. Stretcher. I have just to go for Lana's 8. Get these fellas back. Quick search. Lana's 8. Yeah. Are there more Pokemon that we can trap? We'll have to figure it out. So, Lana's 8. Here we go. All of them. Let's go. Slight shift. That's 4 energies. You have more? Do you even have another Garchomp? No? The Elgyem is doing it. 4 energies on these Rose Raids. Yeah. I had that tiny little misplay, but I guess we recovered. I don't know if they have new upper energy. Pokegear. 12 cards left in their deck. What's the best plan? Going for a big Zero Sick? Probably trapping Cynthia's Rose Raid and correcting my tiny mistake from earlier. That is the plan. Correcting my mistake from earlier. Arven. We did burn 2 Prism Energies already. I know I still have a Psychic Energy left. There's the Fighting Gong. Did they have the energy? Ew. If so, I could still use Colorless Tenacity. They have an energy. Can get another one back, I suppose. Would have been better if I didn't go for that tiny little mistake. It keeps on going. Psyduck, not doing anything for us. Quick search. I can get the Psychic Energy with the Colorless Tenacity. Yeah, Psychic Energy with the Colorless Tenacity. We also can go for Palpat to get Lana's 8 back. Yeah, I guess it's gonna have to be this. Colorless Tenacity. Get these. Then I'll slap this down. Slap this down. I don't know if they have another stadium that they can go for. They can still like boss up and knock out a low HP Pokemon. They have to deal with the Elgems, so I don't have to worry about it. Treat. Here. We will Palpat in. Lana's 8. Boss's orders. Yeah. And push away energies again. 5 energies. Let's go. I do have the Ruffian. If they go for the new upper energy, I have the Ruffian. But they could still maybe knock out Latias if they have new upper energy boss. Still tricky. One Stretcher gone. Fighting Gong. Another energy for real. Okay. It's getting out of hand. I think I'm all out of Elgems. That's 3 Prism Energies down. My Stretcher is gone as well. I need to somehow use the Dene. I could also trap Cynthia and then boss it again, right? Penny, Grand Tree, leave it like that. Dragon Slice. If they don't have new upper energy, yeah, they still have new upper energy, so I think I'm screwed. Lana's 8. Okay, this is it. This is the last time we're getting out our Elgyem. But we need to do it. If I L this energy to this one. Yeah. That's the only thing I can come up with, right? Quick search. I want to like... Huh. Accompanying Flute, then Counter Catcher or something. I have the Ruffian, but it's not going to be enough, unfortunately. Yeah. It's time for this again. Accompanying Flute. They have the Watchtower in there, so scary. Counter Catchers, Ultra Balls. Yeah, my tiny little mistake might have cost me the game there. There's 5 energies on the Cynthias. If they have new upper energy, I lose. It's pretty much what it is. Artisan. Well, they still need it. They still need it. They don't have it. Maybe they go for like a big Cynthia. A big Iono. But Iono's not gonna help them. Iono only gets them 1 card. Buddy Buddy Coffin. If I had like additional energy to there, that could trap this guy for 1 turn. That 1 turn would have saved me. But maybe we're fine. You can always penny up the Elgyem. Or not, Counter Catcher, Cynthia's Rose Rate. Yeah, Counter Catcher, Cynthia's Rose Rate, and Elgyem the energy all on do 1 Cynthia's Rose Rate. Yeah, that is the plan. Judge. They're gonna try and find their new upper energy. Ladies and gentlemen, will they find it? Have the Penny, have the Zerosic. Team Rocket's Watchtower. Yeah, they have the energy. Insane. Is that like 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7? They found their last energy. Yeah, that tiny mistake cost me the game. But yeah, this is how you play the control deck. If you guys enjoyed this video, let me know why rocking the hell out of the like button. Helps out in many ways to support the channel. And also, of course, check out the sponsors. They make it all possible here on the channel. Dragon Shield for your sleeves, binders, and deck boxes, 5% off. Pokémon Store, same story, 5% off, and cardmarket.com for European players where you're able to buy, as well as sell cards to people all across Europe. Have yourself a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you guys soon with more Pokemon TCG content. Peace.